For several seasons in Chicago PD, Haley Upton was one of the toughest and smartest detectives in Sergeant Hank Voight's intelligence unit, but her replacement is already poised to be better. However, while Upton worked well with Voight and looked up to him as her boss and father figure, their work together eventually ended because Upton couldn't stand extreme measures anymore. Kim Burgess is the perfect replacement to take over Upton's lieutenant position because she is familiar with everyone in intelligence and has worked hard in her rise from patrol officer to joining Voight's team. Now that Burgess is a detective in Chicago PD Season 12, she understands that she has more responsibilities than ever before. This includes being the second leader to the unit and raising concerns with Voight when she recognizes that he isn't telling her and the team every detail regarding a case. This occurred in Chicago PD Season 12, Episode 18, when Burgess notices something going on between Voight and Reed. Kim lets her boss know that she and the unit need to know everything so they can work together to solve it and understand Reed's mischievous schemes. Kim Burgess took over Haley Upton's intelligence spot in Chicago PD Season 12. When Burgess became Upton's intelligence replacement, she was more than up to the challenge. Kim is adamant about elevating her career not only for herself, but to further build her family with Detective Ruzick and her adoptive daughter Michaela. However, becoming a lieutenant also means more duties placed on Burgess' shoulders. This includes being Voight's second-in-command. There's also more paperwork. Both Burgess and Upton are similar in their toughness when pursuing suspects and analyzing key case evidence. Another common element is their ability to command a crime scene, which Burgess has done effectively when giving orders to patrol officers to set up perimeters and search for persons of interest. Burgess' path to earning her promotion was also tricky because it involved Officer Reed, who Burgess noticed was acting peculiarly, as if he had an agenda on her. Detective Suarez, who rode along with Burgess and analyzed her leading role in a case, also tells Kim her reservations about Reed and how he operates his own way. Burgess learns a lot from Suarez when it comes to leadership on cases and heading a unit. Suarez is even blunt with Burgess by telling her she won't be a true leader in intelligence due to Voight leading that team for years and should work in another unit. However, Burgess is right for intelligence because she can help lead the team in the right direction in terms of transparency and understanding. Burgess was able to convince Voight to include the whole team's fight against Reed. When it came to Voight and his personal dilemmas with various enemies, he would handle them his own way without any help from his team. The exceptions were Upton and Halstead due to their curiosity and necessity at times to get out of trouble. Other officers like Burgess never interfered with Voight's conflicts because she's focused on her job and following orders. However, that changed when Burgess questioned Voight about Reed's involvement in their case. Burgess firmly asks her leader to be honest with the team and include them in tracking down Reed. Upton was never able to do this with Voight. Instead, she was only able to convince her to let her help him. This contributed to their strong rapport, but it isolated the rest of the squad. With Burgess calling out Voight about Reed, she's helping her team put their leader on notice by saying that they don't want to be kept in the dark. Burgess has the best character arc in Chicago PD, and that's often overlooked. Burgess has arguably the greatest arc in Chicago PD because the show has effectively transformed her character over the years. Kim started out as a young patrol officer before joining intelligence. Now she has taken on her strongest role as a detective, proving she can be a commanding presence in the unit and stand toe-to-toe with Voight in any case. Burgess' arc may have been overlooked due to the attention characters like Voight, Halstead, Upton, Dawson, Olinsky, and Lindsay have gotten in previous seasons. However, Burgess is nonetheless a smart and strong detective who can stand her ground. As intelligence continues to investigate Reed, Burgess will further grow in her role as a detective. Kim also has the ability to elevate the unit by influencing Voight to be more open and trustworthy with their colleagues in Chicago PD. Enjoy Screen Rant's primetime coverage. Click below to sign up for our weekly network TV newsletter. Make sure to check Network TV in your preferences and get the inside scoop from actors and showrunners on your favorite series.